Random facts. I taught myself how to moonwalk when I was younger, and I actually still know how to do it. But I have a really bad habit of filling in the holes in letters. So like if I'm reading a magazine or the newspaper, or I'm filling out a form, in the letter B, I'll fill it in, and G, and I don't know why. I think it's just like a nervous habit of mine. But if you go somewhere and you see like all of the letters filled in, then I've probably been there. Unless I'm really overheated, whenever I drink water, I like for it to be room temperature or a little bit warmer. I don't like drinking cold water because it just kind of like freezes my vocal cords, and I don't like the way it feels. So my two favorite songs right now on the radio are horrible insomnia. I cannot remember a time when I slept 8 hours straight through. It's so annoying. Like, last week was my first time ever getting anything from a Starbucks, and I know I'm like really late or whatever, but I don't drink coffee, so that's why I never went. But I went and got the strawberries and cream drink, and it is so delicious, and it's like my favorite drink right now. I've been drinking it non-stop ever since. I'm always getting asked about why I decided to start making YouTube videos, and the answer is when I started my job, a condition of me being hired was that I would have to move. So I started in Baltimore, where I'm from, of course, and after a while my company moved me to another state. So when I got there, I didn't know anybody, I was super bored, and I was always watching YouTube. And then one day it like clicked in my mind like, hey, I can do this. I can so totally make YouTube videos like the other people on here. So basically I just needed something to do, and YouTube became my hobby. So here I am. I have really weird word associations, like different names or words or places will make me think of totally random and unrelated foods. So like the name Penelope always makes me think of ice cream, and the name Shelly makes me think of sunflower seeds. And I have so many different scenarios like that. I'm 5'2", I'm short. I have a really strong and unexplainable dislike for white cars and leggings. I go to McDonald's like every other day, and I get 2 hash browns because they are so freaking delicious. They're like goldeny goodness, and a potato patty, but I'm trying to cut down because they are extremely unhealthy, and clogged arteries and high blood pressure and high cholesterol is not cute on anyone. In my mind, okay, I'm like a mix between Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, and Fatima Robinson from back in the day. Like, you cannot tell me I'm not a choreographer. So I'm always coming up with some type of sequence or Mario on chest pump. I'm just random like that. I did not know how to spell my middle name correctly until I was around 10 years old when I saw my birth certificate, and I realized that I've been spelling it wrong my entire life. Isn't that crazy? My all-time favorite movie is The Jacksons, An American Dream. When I was younger, I taped it on my VCR, like I had my tape, and I played it so much it broke. I love to travel. It's really important to me that I get to see as much of the world as I possibly can. I just like to experience different places and people and cultures. And I'm actually planning on going to Paris and London in the next couple of months, so I am so like ridiculously excited about that. I have 3 piercings and 3 tattoos, and I will never, ever, ever get another one. I snuck and got my first tattoo when I was 17, and I hid it, but one day I was really sick and I was bent over in a lot of pain, and my mom came to help me, and she saw my tattoo and she was so mad, oh my goodness. But because I was so sick at the time, she didn't say anything, so I kind of got away with it. When I was a wee little lad, my entire room, my walls and my ceiling were completely covered in posters of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. I have an extreme potty mouth. It's so sad. I curse way too much, and I'm really trying to scale back and not curse as much because it's so unladylike. It's just not cute at all. But it's so hard to break old habits, but I'm trying. I don't curse on my YouTube videos though. I purchased my first car off eBay. Yes, eBay. That car was like my road dog. I was so happy to have it because I like bought it on my own. I felt so accomplished, and it did me so well until I crashed it and I had to get a new one. I really want to be fluent in at least 2 other languages. besides English, of course. And I've already gone and bought the French Rosetta Stone, so I'm working on that now. I did take French in school for like 4 years, but I'm not fluent. I just know some. I'm trying to brush up and get better. So after French, I'm not really sure what I'll tackle next, but we'll see. When I was around 6 or 7 or something like that, I absolutely hated my name. Like, I just felt like everybody's name was Kim and it was so annoying. But you know, now I really don't care. It is what it is. I don't eat any meat besides seafood, and eventually I really want to become a vegan, but the only thing is, being from Maryland, I really don't know if I can ever give up crabs. Like, I just can't see myself going through life and not having crabs. That's like mild torture. So for that reason, I'll probably never become vegan. I am the first person in my family to go to college and get a degree, and I'm currently the only person who has gone to grad school and gotten a master's. My journey definitely wasn't easy. I also worked full-time all throughout school, and it was very hard, but I made it through, and I'm so proud of myself and everything I've accomplished thus far, both academically and professionally. When I was younger, I wrote a series of children's books called Peter and May. I don't feel comfortable sleeping anywhere that's not my own home, and I especially hate sleeping in hotels. They just make me feel really icky and nasty. And I kid you not, every time I stay at a hotel, I always ball up like this so I can touch the least amount of bed as possible, and I never use those blankets. Those things are disgusting. Oh my goodness, they do not wash those after everybody checks out. Like, if you ever want to make me cry, just take a hotel blanket and throw it on me, and I guarantee you I will start kirking out like... I hate bugs with a passion. All bugs, I don't care what kind it is. And one time a bug flew in my car when I was driving, and I freaked out so bad, I hit the car in front of me. I am a complete jokester. I'm always cracking jokes. One of my short-term goals and something I've really been wanting to do is to volunteer and mentor troubled youth. I really like watching spelling bees on TV. Oh my goodness, they are so intense. I am addicted to bread. I love bread, especially the sourdough bread at Cheesecake Factory. I don't really like going on boats because I have the tendency to get seasick extremely easily, so for that reason, I will probably never go on a cruise. I don't have a favorite color, but if I had to pick, it would probably be purple. I really don't like flushing the toilet when I'm home alone and it's really late because it just scares me so much, because the sound that the toilet makes when I flush it, it just makes me think like, how am I supposed to hear if an intruder is trying to come in my house or something? I used to write raps when I was in high school, and I just found some recently and I read them and they were extremely horrible. My favorite food would have to be French fries. You can find them anywhere in any part of the world, and they're so delicious. I can eat fries for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, supper, midnight snack. You get the idea, right? One of my biggest pet peeves is the sound of someone clipping their nails. I'm a very impulsive person, like extremely impulsive. So if I see something I want, or if there's something I want to do, I can't really like just go and think about it for too long because it'll make me go crazy. So I'll just have to get it, or I'll just have to do it. My two favorite sports to watch on TV are gymnastics and ice skating. I'm such a girl. When I was 11, my mom took me to the hair salon to get my hair trimmed, and the stylist completely cut all my hair off. Like, I had like a short Halle Berry cut. I was extremely traumatized, and ever since then I've had like a mild phobia of hair salons, and I haven't been to a hair salon in probably 10 years. I am a stickler for spelling and grammar, and I probably should have been like an English teacher or something, but a lot of people that know me use me as like their human dictionary or spell checker. It's so funny. When I made my YouTube channel, it was like a total secret. I didn't tell anybody, like not a soul. So I was coasted by undetected for like a year, and then all of a sudden people started finding me, like people that knew me or people that knew people that knew me. You make videos? Why didn't you tell me you made videos? I just saw your video. And I'm like, oh my god. It is absolutely impossible for me to sleep in. Even when I try, it doesn't matter if it's the weekend, holiday, or if I'm off. Like, my body will not allow me to sleep in past like 6:30. I really tried not to get sucked into this show because of all the hype, but I love Scandal. Speaking of Scandal, my celebrity crush is Captain Jake Ballard. I just think he is so handsome. He looks a little like a serial killer in the eyes, but it's something about him, he does it for me. I don't like eating the first or the last of anything, like in a tray or a loaf. I have to get it from the middle. Like I mentioned before, I don't eat most meats, but I always have these ridiculous cravings for bacon, like all the time. I am extremely stubborn. I'm planning on writing a novel and starting on it this year. It's just for me, just something I want to do personally. And I want to get it made into like a physical book with like a cover and everything like that. And I just think it'll be really cool to have it on my shelf and be able to say, I wrote that book. I think that's so like dope, right? Whenever I'm doing a video like this where I'm just talking to a camera or I'm doing a tutorial and you only see me from the waist up, very rarely am I wearing actual pants.